What's up, billionaires? It's a new week, so we're looking to make some new money. Taking a look at GJ for the week. Looking at last week, we had a nice bullish move last week before price ended up, doing a little bit of a pullback. But starting off this week, I want to take a look at our higher time frames and start to drop down, just because of where price is at, kind of the movements that it's making right now. Something that we really want to analyze. All right, so starting on our monthly time frame, right, we know we had GJ making this double bottom pattern sort of on our higher time frames, right? Again, this is our monthly double bottom, right? But inside of this double bottom, we have this smaller double bottom here, which is what I more so what we want to look at, being that we're day trading. So looking at this here, honestly, I'm looking for price to sometime within the next couple of months, possibly have a nice bullish summer, pushing up into, what is this, 193.6 level, just to complete this double bottom. All right, so taking a look at our monthly, let me get this stuff off of here. We can see, I want to pay attention to these candles, right? I want us to see what these candles are doing, right? We can see that here price was pushing up. Okay, all of this was price pushing up. Then it ran into a supply zone over here. All right, we can see if we look at more so where price is now, this wick that was created here, price attempted to push through these highs but wasn't able to, right? Which is why we see this nice rejection, and then we even see price attempted to go bearish, right? But now we do see price now moving to the upside. So what I like about these last couple candles that did form, right? We saw this rejection, pull back, and now price attempting to pull up. This candle that was created, or that is being created currently on this month, right? We can see on the week, it started to break above these, highs over here, right? We do have a close above these highs. All right, but then we do see this wick here. We want to pay attention to this wick. So let's drop time frames. Let's drop to our weekly and see how that's looking. For some reason, I don't know why my chart candles are acting weird, but we'll stay here for a little bit. We just don't have too many markups. Well, we just don't have any markups. But excuse me, like I was saying, what we want to pay attention to is if price is going to be able to fill this wick, right? Same wick here. What we can see happen this past week, price was pushing up and then ran into this wick, right? We can see price push to about the same high as this previous wick before wicking back down. So just looking at that, this can be a little bit tricky here. Price could be looking to reverse, right, to sell off, or this price could be, looking to continue this move up, right? So moving into this week, we're going to want to pay attention to, these levels. I'm curious to see here to here is about 700 pips. So that ain't happening within the next week, right? But this is a level that I'm going to want to pay attention to, right, is this previous high. So let's drop down to our daily and take a look. Our daily time frame is going to give us more of an insight of what we're actually looking for this week, as far as moves, things that could be happening. All right, so again, let's go ahead and actually do our markup for the week. Now that we kind of see what's happening on higher time frames, when it comes to analyzing the markets, you want to make sure that you're able to analyze those higher time frames, because they let you know, right, what's happening, right? Everything is going to happen. Those higher time frames are going to give you more solid confirmations as to what you can be looking for. All right, but looking at more so moving into this week, potential moves that could happen this week. I want to use my daily time frame. Again, this is about 800 pips. So to our previous low on the daily. So not really looking too much there. But what I'm looking at here is this potential double top. We can see that. Well, let's break the whole thing down. I'll put my markup back on. Let's break it down. So we can see here, double bottom, this double bottom that we had drawn in before. This white box is going to be that neckline, right? What we can see here is that price did break above it, came back and retested it, found some momentum and pushed up, which is good, right? Which is very good. That's what we like to see. So now what we see here is price ran back into this daily zone, right? Which we can see to the left and then began to fall off. Now, this is a pretty strong bearish candle, right? This is a pretty strong bearish candle that we see here on GJ, on this daily candle. So what I want to pay attention to is what happens here, right? If this price wants to continue moving down, right, that would make something like a double top if I even do the whole thing, right? Price pushed up, broke structure, rejected the same area, right side, strong side coming down. That could be a potential play. But just looking at our higher time frames, knowing that we're more so looking for price to continue to the upside, I want to see if there's any way that this price can go bullish. So what I'm looking at here is price is pushing up, started to come down, right? Lower low, lower high. Then we got this break above. So kind of what I want to see is if maybe we get a retest here, and then for a price to then go ahead and to continue moving up. Because this will show us that this price has actually reversed. All right. So there's only one or two things that can happen in the market. Is either going to buy or sell. We have both options here, right? This is the buy. If price wants to buy, looking for a possible retest and then continuation up. But we definitely want to make sure we see a break of this level here around 168.5 level. We want to make sure that we get a break here before we take this price up. And if we do, we're looking at about, that's a cool 400 pips to our next zone of play. Okay. If not, we're looking at the bearish move, more so just a double top pattern coming down, and I'm looking at 156.500 level. Again, this is about 600 pips moving down. If we do decide to do that, we'll see. But I don't really expect price to drop too much deeper than this level here. But that's what I'm looking at on GJ for this week. I believe it's going to be a pretty big week this week. Next couple of weeks, honestly, we do start to see some momentum starting to come into these markets. So we just want to make sure that we're staying objective, make sure we're trading what we see and not what we think. And that's all I got for y'all. So I'll catch y'all on the next video. Happy trading to everybody. Good luck to everybody trading the markets this week. And I'll catch y'all next week. Love.